I prefer to watch human behavior from afar. The ignorance, intelligence, and they are the war. Tragedy, strategies, put knowledge in the book. Change our language so we couldn't read it if we look. Convince us we ain't have shit here but disease. Made us 3/5 human and black illegally. You put your fists up to being African American. How much history you went through for that to make some sense? I've been on Turtle Island 10,000 years. Akibulan been my neighbor. Pangea brought me here. The world didn't start in 1400s. Niggas grow up. What you think we was doing? Morse was running Europe. We been tribal folk, now it's time to show up. Bring back the villages, cause cities ain't got no love. You're melanin addicted to the infliction of pollution. Chemical dependency, nature the solution. Grow your food and medicine, build homes in conclusion. The enemy will televise infiltration as inclusion.
And in order to be an appropriate persona in this country, whether that be North America, Central America, or South America, you must be a Moor. If they want to be sovereign, they got to go home. They cannot be sovereign here.
Universe is generous, so say less. I'm on it like a magic carpet. Ride a wave through your hood. All I find I keep. Peep to a abandoned scene. Must be left by the vaccine. Oh well, we tried to told them. Now let's go into hell. Molten lava jail. Now digger where we gon' live. Well, for free. The mind state translate the meekest first plan.
I'm putting on a 10.
All right, cool. Thank you. Peace, y'all. Can y'all hear me all right? Am I echoing? Am I doing weird stuff?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Welcome to Virgo
Greetings,
Virgin
everyone. Sunshine Monet L.
And then, yeah.
Well, you see how I try to flip it. So today we're talking about our recent alien interactions. Most currently, what's going on. Last week's episode, we were talking about the alien interactions in history. So if you have not caught that, we suggest you to go back and look at that after this episode, if you're catching us live. If not, then, hit the replays. You'll be by yourself on there, though.
Feel free to comment, share, and ring the bell on YouTube so y'all can see whenever we go live. It'll pop up at the top of your screen the way it does for me.
Yes.
Today we're getting into the alien interactions of today, and a little bit of the historical interactions, I guess, can bleed into the interactions of today, especially when we get to the Council of Five that we got into last Saturday. We talked about the 5 aliens that be chilling with us and shit. Most of them was different kinds of reptilian aliens, and that was cool. I'm gonna pull up our untitled presentation. I think you are on mute. There we go. I'm trying to unmute you, and you're trying to unmute you at the same time.
You will be back, right? Silence her.
Right. But this is what's happening. Let's go back a little bit. I guess we can go back to this slide. This was the 5. This was the Council of 5 that we had. These 5 different aliens come together, and they the ones that be talking, but it's wild because none of these are the reptilians or the maitre, the MAITRE, that all the other ones were saying oh, this one don't come to planet Earth because they don't want to deal with the maitre, and the maitre is related to these people. So maybe we are the maitre. I don't know, but they made it seem like they were
beast, though. They don't become beast.
Reptilians not really people. They got a deal with America. They can come around and eat niggas and stuff like that, and just be incognito as long as they share their technology knowledge, and then they can get away with it.
Right.
That's all they gotta do is share a little knowledge, cause
I mean, because
and then
knowledge
they
is the
can,
key to everything. Knowledge
yeah,
is the most
even
valuable thing on this planet. It's not even money,
I
it's
think that's a
knowledge.
wild contract to have with somebody. Like, okay, there was this joint somebody shared with me like a few months ago. It was what's that man's name? He was on Good Burger. He's a musician. He be wearing all the crazy color locks in his hair. He's older. Damn, it's gonna come
Oh,
to me at a crazy moment.
George Clinton?
Yes. So he has a little skit that's on YouTube. And
Is it George
in the skit, the aliens come to America and the aliens are like, you got 3 days to give us all your black people. And of course, it's only like one black person in the White House, that's sitting at the round table, like, bro, y'all really about to just give us up to these aliens? Y'all don't know what these aliens finna do with us or nothing. And it was wild, like the conversation they was having at the table to justify them giving up black people to the aliens. But they was with the shits, right? So, long story short, they were like, we only want black people, like we don't want white people or whatever. And it was funny because there was this one particular family that was in politics. The mom was white and the dad was black, and the mom tried to pass as a black woman so she can go with the family, because of course you want to be with your kids and shit. And the alien was like, no, not you, we don't want your I was cracking up, but that's
Oh,
a
no,
nice
not
little
y'all.
skit that they do.
Yeah, no, not
Not
y'all. Not you
y'all.
niggas. Not you niggas.
And it
Oh,
stopped
and it
there,
was
so
George
you
Clinton,
don't
since I had
know.
to look it up to confirm. And like, yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, that is George Clinton. He was in the Good
Yeah,
Burger.
he was in Good Burger. Yep, Good Burger. That's a good movie. That's a good movie. Um,
I didn't even know it's him there in there. I watched Good. Okay, I have a confession.
hmm.
I've only seen Good Burger one time, and that's because my generation Z child showed it to me. Good Burger
Oh,
ever. I'm sorry.
that's wild. I definitely
I've
had
seen
that on
all
cassette
of
tape.
Nico's other shit, but Good Burger. I
I had
happened to
the
see it
on
one time.
cassette tape. I was definitely with the shits. I was watching Good Burger.
I wasn't. I'm sorry. I liked the Keenan and Kel a lot.
I like Keenan and Kel a lot. I still like them, even though Keenan is just giving really heavy sellout vibes, and it's okay. So is Kel. You seen Kel's daughter went live and was like airing out her dad, like that nigga don't ever do nothing for me. Like, dang, sis.
I thought, he stopped his acting career for a minute, and I think he was going to school or practicing gospel or something like that. He had a break in something or whatever. He had a break for a little minute to do whatever, but he stepped away from Hollywood a little bit. But I definitely do get the sellout vibes from Keenan.
You do or you don't?
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
from Keenan,
do.
yes.
I don't see him around his own
I don't
people
really
doing
feel so
stuff.
much from Kel because I really haven't seen Kel like recently for real and a lot of stuff.
No, Kel kind of got like blackballed a little bit for whatever. He probably wasn't with the shits the way Keenan was.
Probably wasn't. I would say that he probably wasn't, but he was dressed up as a girl too. You know,
Yeah, he did. They both had a
over
skit
the chin.
together. And that's wild. Like, they
Mhm.
even, like, all the way down to our fucking children. These were kids dressed as girls on all that, and Keenan and Kel. That's very,
Mhm.
like, wicked. They do it to our children as well. Nick Cannon also eventually ended up being another, young man
Yep.
in a dress at the age of like 14, 15. They got that man early. That's why he retarded now. And, and
You a retarded man still.
he's fucking disgusting. He's disgusting. And you know what? It makes sense that he's that disgusting, because when you're in a room full of white men and the white men are the ones fondling your balls and giving you your paychecks, it's kind of hard to be around Aboriginal women and have a certain level of respect for you. Like, It's just,
I
I
mean,
guess,
yeah,
like,
damn near
you know,
impossible, I guess. I
right?
mean,
You
you
know,
know, we'll
it
still
makes
give you
sense.
like human respect, you know what I'm saying? But we can't respect
That's
for
all
you
you
to
gonna
represent
get.
us to be our man.
No, not the way he was walking
He
around with his
really couldn't
tail
even
between his legs and the room full of views. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, Nick
My
Cannon.
thing is this. Right? My thing is that you were with Mariah Carey and you fucked that up. Then you turned around and wanted to write a book about your relationship and talk about she's a fucking sex fiend and she's crazy. Like, nigga, we don't see signs of
So
sex
you
fiend from Mariah Carey.
oh wait, hold on, time out. So you went from one woman that was basically your sugar mama because she makes way more money than you. You know, not
Way
even
more.
I know these young kids nowadays don't understand how contracts and shit work, so they don't understand like the ideal of royalties and just always having money because of your voice or maybe a sound bite you created or whatever. But that woman sleeps on money with all the royalty she has, all the things that she's
Right.
done and appearances and stuff. So like she
And she
doesn't really
produced
want for
babies
anything.
with his
Right.
ass. Like, come on.
So you complained about her being a sex fiend so you can leave her and have a whole bunch of women pregnant by you and you're lowering their pH with your penis. Like, make it make sense and I'll be quiet.
That's what I'm saying. Like when even before he started going on this baby making spree or whatever, I was like, that's real dusty for you to like talk about your, your ex-wife like that, you know what I'm saying, who supported you in all of your fucking business endeavors. Like,
Yeah.
and for you to sell out like you try to turn around and write a book about her and try to badmouth her and shit, like she fucked with
Dusty.
you too hard. Yeah, that's dusty. The mother of your kids at that, like, nigga, you ain't shit.
Yeah.
He
That
wasn't
alien
shit to
gets no
me
more
ever since then.
airtime on the show. I
He's an
didn't like
alien. He
him
might be a
because
fucking
it felt like he
reptilian.
was trying to replace Keenan and Kel, and I had already been a devout Keenan and Kel fan, so it wasn't really much you could do in my space.
But he
Like
was
when they
never as
came,
funny as Keenan or Kel. Like,
I felt like he was trying
really
to
was.
replace Kel. I think at that point in time, Kel was like, "No, you can't play with my butt," and Keenan was like, "Oh, who want to play with my butt first?" And so that's why
Yeah.
Nick Keenan got the positions he got, and Kel got blackballed how he did, and that's where I'm
Probably
going with
so.
that.
It's probably so. Because we didn't see
I think a
Kel
lot of
like,
people that don't agree to having their butt played with, those are the ones that everybody want to label as crackheads, like Bobby and Whitney. I'm pretty sure Whitney is from Jersey, bro. That girl did not let nobody play with her butt. And that's why they was quick to label her. They couldn't wait to talk about how she did drugs, and they made everything about drugs.
they
That
drugged
woman was
her
not
though.
that high all the time. Like, y'all is tripping. Like,
Yeah. They drugged her, like, you know what I'm saying? They did shit to fucking drug her, like,
yeah, they
intentionally.
did shit to her. Yeah, they would put stuff in her food, stuff in her. That's why they say now when you go to them celebrity events, now they're starting to be a little bit more transparent because they don't let the niggas in. They fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we want to make nigga music and gear it to the kids. Yeah, you fucked up and let the niggas in because we gonna tell all y'all business. You
Oh,
can't put your
yeah.
cups down in there. Don't eat nothing in there. Don't drink nothing in
Yeah.
there. No snacks, none of that because everything in there is laced with something. And they'll have y'all in there retarded so they could take pictures and then use that shit against you. Like, no, it won't be me.
Right.
I ate before I got here.
I don't need everybody cooking. I gotta see you watch. I gotta watch you make my drink. And if I leave my drink right there, you know what I'm saying, I ain't coming back and sipping it.
Right. I'm good. I don't even want they shit. I don't even trust they caterers or whoever they get their stuff imported by. Like I'm good off of all of them connections. Like I'm not interested. I don't want nothing to do with them. I'm good. Like I never when I was young, I used to have ideals of Hollywood, but that's not because I wanted my butt played with. Like I just like to be on stage with a microphone. I
Right.
don't need what y'all got.
I just like to be seen, I like to be, I like people chanting my music, I like to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
idolized on stage. That's all
And
I
it's only
want.
but so much I'm gonna pay to get that. Like, I don't want to be around these aliens in order to like have what I want. None of these guys look too like cool to me. Like the Radon Redan joint, like that guy looks more like what is that called? Flash Gordon.
On the white folks. You like Freddie from Daggone Scooby Doo. in his Ashcott.
Oh yeah. Fred. But I was definitely getting Palladian vibes. Definitely getting those Torian.
Oh
We want to
yeah.
have sex with you vibes. Heavy, and
Mm-hmm.
that's probably what a lot of that energy over there. This it's probably this Palladian. Like, oh, if y'all have sex with each other, if all y'all, the more bodies you guys have sex with, like the higher you'll go spiritually, because that's what the Palladians do.
Right.
Right. I think a lot of spiritualists need to double check them calling themselves Palladians, because you might be representing something you don't know you represent. I already told you a long time ago, sis. It's something about that Palladian constellation that just does not sit well in my spirit. I don't know what that is. And then that one day I took that acid tab, it just clicked for me. Like, bro, I really don't fuck with these motherfuckers. I don't know what it is about y'all. Maybe I'm the bad guy. I don't fucking know, but I'm really not feeling y'all. I'm not feeling the energy.
Yeah.
It's something there that's a little off. That just not. Now I don't feel like in danger. Like we gonna go to
No, it
war or
just
nothing.
feels
I just
funky.
feel like them the
Yeah, it's just
ones that be
funky up in
playing with
here.
people's reproduction systems or something.
Yeah, just be funky up in there, yo. Like we don't do that. We don't do that.
No, none of that. And then this Jinvo dude, we gonna call him Jin. That's my man's in the middle. He looks very aggressive, assertive. I'm getting like, I don't know if you ever seen the movie Prometheus. Please do not put my comb on that dog. I don't know if you've seen Prometheus, but when they was gonna go see Prometheus, because they wanted to see the alien that made all the aliens, and that alien was actually
Oh, I didn't
very
see Prometheus.
aggressive. Prometheus is an amazing movie, highly recommended. Watch it at least 3 times. Next time I watch it, it'll be my 4th time, and every time I watch it, I have like a different mindset about what the fuck I just watched as well. But it's a
The
very
first
good one.
time
Highly
is like
recommended.
entertainment. Second time is observing. Third time is the breakdown. Fourth time is like to get another point of view from what I first initially thought.
Yeah. Now you getting dissertation ready. You could really say what you saw with the fourth watch. And there's not too many movies out there, that make me feel like, yeah, I could watch this again and have a great time. So to be able to say, yeah, I like Prometheus so much. I watched it for the 3rd and I'm working on my 4th. That's a big deal. It's a really
It's a
good
few
one.
movies that had me like that. I ain't gonna hold you. Like what was that? Apocalypto. That movie I
That
had to
was a
watch.
good one.
I watched that one
I watched
again and
that
again.
again.
I like
I could
Apocalypto.
probably watch it again. Yeah, that's a good
And The
one.
Sixth Sense was another movie. I know I'm going like way back though, but like these are movies I
But you
like to
got
watch
to.
like numerous times. You know what I'm saying?
There's
Shutter's
not too
Island.
many newer ones I would watch over and over again. To be honest, they're mostly older ones.
Shutter's Island
Yeah.
was another one. I liked it. Inglorious Bastards.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a few more or whatever that were really good that I like to watch over and over again.
Agreed. I can definitely sympathize and empathize with that energy. There's a few of them. Prometheus is definitely one of them. And that's what this alien is giving. Like, this is like the grandfather alien in the middle. He's giving like, I'll fuck you up. And it looks like he doesn't even have to put in much effort to fuck you up. Like, I think that he's like telekinesis fuck you up. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting from this guy right here.
Them
I don't get too much
jawbones and that
telekinesis
damn
vibes from anybody
cheekbones
else.
and that nose bone, yo, all that tell that like he is not to be fucked with. He is unfuckwittable.
Yeah, he got the Thor snap. Like, I don't want no sauce with my man. And that's somebody that like is in alignment with our government. And then Emerther over here looks more childish. Actually, that looks like the little spirit that was inside of my house when I got hit by a car. And it looks like a little like a like Peter Pan's shadow kind of energy. Like mischievous. Please, Scooby, back up off my blanket. I don't like where I lay my head at. I don't want it to smell like
Harvey
dog.
Dent vibes from him.
That's all. Right.
Yeah, I get them Harvey Dent vibes. I instantly thought Harvey Dent when I seen him.
I see it. Orella, it looks like the blue alien from
Avatar.
What is that? Hellboy. Hellboy, that alien. So I get like that's the intellectual. That's the one that's giving them the technology secrets and stuff. I feel like Orella is the smart one. Orella and Egorot are the smart ones.
I love Egorot's look. It's kind of like a childlike look, you know what I'm saying? Like one of them smart ass children beings or whatever. But it looked like you see him a lot in like Kemet.
It looked like an old ass black woman with like, maybe that's the milk, like a galaxy like shining on the middle of her head. But don't that look like a little like spiral vibe going on right there?
I mean, I'm picturing like the whole picture. If I wish I could see the whole picture, but I'm thinking like lip plate and damn big ass ear studs, them gauges or whatever, you know what I'm saying, like that. And that's the pineal gland or whatever, you know. And if not a lip plate, yeah, it does look like one of them very old wise women, you know, wise beings from over there in land of Kemet.
Yeah, I definitely see that. Definitely see those vibes. Like that's probably those hieroglyphs with those big ass back of their head ass niggas. That's what I get with the Egorot energy.
Hell yeah.
And like, and it's I guess it's just a full complete like 5-person band, and that's probably why once upon a time we had a lot of 5-person groups. Maybe they were representations of one of each alien or something like that. We can go there. You got the sexy band member. You got the ghetto fighter. You got the childish band member. And then you got the 2 really smart, quiet ones. One of them is a little bit smarter than the other one, but they both quiet about it. It's giving B2K. It's giving B2K. Yeah. It's giving Backstreet Boys. I'm getting NSYNC.
I'm damn. They were 5 men groups. Shit, I can't even remember all them damn.
Next 112.
Oh yeah, next. Okay, well, damn, they were 5 niggas too.
Yeah, 5 was the number. 5 was not even when P Diddy started rapping. It was 5.
Slim. I don't even know all their names. I just know Slim from 112.
Yeah, that's the only one that matters.
Or was that 4? Oh, Jagged Edge was only 4, right?
It was 2 sets of twins, so yeah, I think it was just 4. That I know
2 sets of twins. It damn sure was. And we didn't even notice they were twins. They was all equally like. They all equally looked the same to me. I didn't even notice they were twins. Like they looked the same, but they didn't look like twins to me. You know what I'm saying? They just looked like a different nigga. But they was just like brothers, all brothers or some shit.
They could have been the Orella and Egorot. Like they smart, quiet ones,
They were quiet, yeah, and I like them. They weren't trying to be sexy neither.
Right. Yeah. So that's the council that supposedly meets up with the different countries of the UN. This is the 5-member council. And they meet up with like Russia, China, America for the most part. I don't really see too much about any other country. Those are the 3 main ones. And if you notice when it comes to, right now we're about to enter World War III if we haven't already. But they've been talking about that for decades. Like, okay, like we get it. I'm not in the business of fretting about things that aren't in my control. What the fuck am I gonna do? Go down to the White House and be like, please stop. And they're gonna listen to me? Like, bro, y'all been knew y'all wanted this. That's why y'all been speaking it into existence ever since I was in grade school. Ever since I was in grade school, it was like they were mentally preparing for a World War III. Like they just knew that when we became adults, they were gonna put us through the World War III and have us send our children off. And no, what the fuck I'm not. You see this? Since y'all like to listen and watch so much,
right?
Y'all trained the wrong
like
one.
Must sign yourself up for the fucking draft damn. I'm like, I'm for the what is it called? The damn service shit. I'm not signing my son up for none of that shit. Hell, the fuck.
I'm not saying, listen, I don't got time for that. My son not going, my brothers aren't going, my cousins aren't going, nobody's fucking going. We're not a part of y'all nation. Y'all spent so many years making sure we felt ostracized and left out, and we minorities, and we got the word black in front of us. As long as I got the word black in front of me, I am not American, because black means like non-existent. Like, you're calling me a bootleg individual. So keep that same energy. My
no,
G,
on my
keep
birth
that
certificate, it doesn't even have like what I am on there. It's just mother, father, this and third, and where I was born. It doesn't have anything about my race, my ethnicity, nothing on there. Doesn't have it.
Doesn't get away with
only place you're going to find that is on the ID. Is that's what you choose to tell them people what you are.
Right.
So who's going to dispute that? I'm not
below. As above, so is below. So while they're down here doing their little World War III bullshit between America, China, and Russia, and Ukraine, and all of them, like, as above. So you're going to start seeing these little fucking balloons and orbs and stuff like that, because we're reflections, it's reflection. And you're going to see it even deeper below too, because now you got all this stuff happening in the marine world, which is even deeper than the earth. So you got pollution in Lake Erie. A lot of when they shot down the aliens out of the sky. Well, I don't call them aliens. What do they call UAPs? When they shot down the UAPs or whatever out the sky.
Yeah, you know UAP? Yeah, you know me. Oh, for those who don't know. UAP, they don't call them UFOs.
Yeah, it's unexplained aerial phenomenons instead of unidentified flying objects. I guess flying objects and aerial phenomenon. Aerial phenomenon does sound a little bit more professional. So I get it.
I guess it sounds professional. I mean, but in layman terms, it's a flying fucking object. We don't know, and it's unidentified, unknown.
Facts. But when they shot them down, they fell in the water. One of them fell in the water in Alaska, and the water was too cold and icy and stuff, so they really couldn't recover like any remnants out of the Alaskan water. But the other UAP that they shot down in Michigan, it fell in Lake Huron.
Yeah, that's definitely Michigan.
Yeah, so they were able to get that balloon out of the water, and I have a visual of them retrieving that balloon. Also, nothing new under the sun. To remind y'all, this is not the first time that Lake Erie has been so polluted. The last time Lake Erie was this polluted was in the year 1960. And for all my numerologists out there or my astrologists that are into patterns, 1960, when you add those numbers together, equals 7. And then 2023, if you add those numbers together, it equals 7. So once again, we're in the 7th year. We're dealing with the same energy as far as like Lake Erie being super polluted. Y'all let me know what else was going on in the 1960s. We had the Vietnam War in the 1960s. So, we started the war around that time. What else? Oh, the Civil Rights Act got signed in 1960. So of course they're going to try to like turn your eyes away from all the stuff that's happening with the war and all the little things that they're trying to put in place to accommodate the war, including, a draft if need be. So be mindful of that. Keep your eyes and ears out open for that. Protect yourself and protect your loved ones. If you don't want them out there, then you need to start providing information and different ways to go about y'all not getting moved out there, period. I talk about that in the planetary forecast a lot. If you allow outside entities to rule your root chakra, they will rule all of your chakras. So, America is a beautiful example. You let America rule your root chakra, they're going to rule all of your chakras, including your crown chakra.
Most definitely crown chakra.
Right. Most definitely. Like, they don't give a fuck.
That's the one they taking. That's when they coming. They coming for your head. They taking that shit first.
Yeah, they want
Yeah.
your connection to the spiritual realm more than anything, especially as an aboriginal
Yes.
being. They definitely want your connection because your melanin is super connected to the melanin in the universe. So like you got something a little extra. So yeah, they definitely
Right.
trying to like infiltrate all of that. Not just they don't just want your physical self, they want your spiritual, emotional, psychological self too. That's why they say, this war is not a physical war that you think it's gonna be. It's not. It's a
No.
spiritual war. It's a mental and emotional war. It doesn't have
Yeah.
to be. It never had to be a physical war. It wasn't a physical war before neither. When they came on our land and they started saying, "Oh, this, if y'all want access to y'all resources back, y'all got to start working with us for money." That was a mental war. That was a psychological war. Are y'all really going to let
Right.
these people that don't know nothing about us? Hey, get off my son.
Yeah, they be just playing them damn games, yo. Like, for
Movie
real.
stop.
They be strategizing and shit. First you come and steal our land. Now we gotta come work for you to gain our shit back. Like the fuck? And you never gave it back. Let's not
Right, you
mention.
never gave it back. Now you're telling us that is for sale. By who? Who said
Yeah,
that this land is for sale? And to who and from who? Like, come on
the
now. Like,
highest bidder. Mm-hmm.
for real. Like a lot of this land we had already had ownership of multiple times. Initially in our tribal realm, we weren't really playing that ownership game. For those of you guys who were
Right.
on our what was it, the history of the maps, the timeline of the maps, that's another
Yeah.
episode we had did in the past if y'all want to check that out on our page. But initially over here on Turtle Island, we didn't do property ownership or none of. You just knew this tribe lived over here and that tribe lived over there, and in the wintertime they live over here, and in the wintertime we live over. It
Right.
was just a level of respect there, like. And then for those
Right.
that didn't
And if
respect,
you want to
you didn't
share
go
it,
in their fucking
so you that.
territory.
Right.
Yeah, like it was just
You
like
want to
certain
share it,
mindsets.
you know what I'm saying? Hell, we're gonna have a meeting about it, and see what we can offer you.
Yeah, it's the same way that the hood is set up now. You can have like multiple gangs in the same hood, but they know, hey, you don't go on this block, you don't go on that block, and if you do, it is what it is. Like, and if you on that block while they doing whatever they doing, and you catch a stray, like, yeah, you kind of shouldn't have been over here, my G. Like, it's that mentality. It was just on a more of a all over the land scale than just little
Yeah.
ass neighborhood. But we always had that kind of mentality. So they do all of that, and then now they're gonna come over here and say, "Oh yeah, but you could buy the land, you could buy the water back, you could buy food from us." Why would I buy food from y'all if I'm the one that taught y'all how to plant food? If I'm the one that taught y'all how to engage in agriculture, why the fuck am I paying for it? Why are my descendants paying for it?
Well, cause we gave them the fucking power to do so. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
When
exactly.
anybody
That's why I
sit up
said.
and tell you this is what you're gonna have to do in order to fucking get it back, why the fuck did we even allow them to even get those words out they motherfucking mouth to tell us that shit?
Exactly.
Why did we even give them that fucking power to tell me what the fuck I can do? You know what I'm saying? Through you. No, I'm just gonna take my motherfucking land back. That's because I'm not coming to ask you shit. I ain't gotta ask you nothing, but it's already mine.
Shouldn't have to ask for nothing.
No, shouldn't have to at all. Meanwhile, us black folks waiting on reparations still.
And we're gonna keep waiting because we let them psychologically fuck us up. First of all, why are we still believing in money to ask for reparations? I don't want your money. Your money you can look at a dollar bill right now and it says not for legal tender. That means that it has no value. The only reason why it has value is because they psychologically fucked us up. That was not a physical war. That was a psychological war. When they first came over here, they fucked our brains up. They, they re-educated us. They tortured our parents and our grandparents in front of us. They dragged our village witches out in the middle of the street and set them on fire, hung them on crosses. Now we walking around with crosses around our necks. Like, bro, if you're an Aboriginal, you should never have a fucking cross around your neck. Why? That's what they killed us on. Whether you talking about Turkey and Israel, or you talking about over here in America when they took our witches. Scooby.
Yeah, we so stuck in that damn curse. We so binded by that motherfucking curse and shit with the cross on our necks or whatever. Like you walking around with literally a fucking execution chair around your neck. and they can
Exactly. Like I
choose
don't see
to
y'all
do
walking
so.
around with nooses around your neck or police dogs and batons. It's the same energy. If
But
anything,
it
the
don't
cross
give
is
you no type
worse.
of protection. It gives you no
And then
type of protection at all.
I had somebody sit here and try to debate with me. Well, the cross has many symbols. Okay. And I'm telling you the symbol that has been for us.
Right?
What are you talking about? Because you want to make, because you want it to be, you wanted it to be something, and what it is are two different things. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
we all would love for this cross to be positive and stuff like that. I would love for the Dutch symbols and the English symbols that they used to brand in our body that you now see on all of the home decor and Family Dollar, Dollar General, Target, and Walmart. I would love for those symbols to be something positive and something uplifting. But that's what they used to burn in our people's skin, and now it's on your fucking curtains. And then you wonder why your house feel weird. You wonder why
Right.
you got weird energy in your house and y'all always arguing and the kids don't listen, and you feel good until you go in the house. Now you lethargic and you can't get shit done and you can't concentrate. Yeah, look at all the shit you got in your house. We would
All the
love for these symbols
symbolism.
to mean something more, but it don't. It means exactly what they want it to mean. So you can sit there and play in your brains and act like y'all want it to mean something different, but y'all don't even believe in magic. These motherfuckers do. So you think that their
Meanwhile,
energy
they
is
got Buddha and shit
more.
sitting up. Meanwhile,
Right.
they got
Meanwhile,
Buddha
they
and
got your
Confucius.
motherfucking
All
Buddha
our,
while
all
you
our
got this
people, our
fucking
warrior
cross.
masks and shit hanging the fuck up. You know how mind blowing that
Right.
was to me when I had my cleaning business. I walked inside this house in I want to say in the Grant Park area in Atlanta, and it was a nice ass house. I think he was like a NBA coach or a coach assistant or something like that. But anywho, we had to clean his house or whatever, and I was just like in amazement of like how much fucking uh African sculptures, indigenous sculptures, you know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff around your fucking house, and you are a cave beast. Like I was just so amazed by that. I was like, oh wow. Like you got more of this shit than the average damn person that I motherfucking know.
They do. They do. They got all of our shit. Like I used to clean houses out in Virginia. I used to clean houses in Williamsburg. You know, them big rich people. And those are older
Mm-hmm.
rich people. So they had
Mm-hmm.
all, like antique stuff from
Yeah.
when during the war and this, and we went over to that country, like, and they got all those backstories and stuff. It was an experience to sit there and listen. First of all, I felt some type of way. I was cleaning their house, like my spirit was
Right.
not sitting right there. That experience,
Right.
mind you, I only had that job for 5 days, y'all. That I couldn't do no more after 5 days. I was like, first of all, I got fired from the job. I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. I got fired because I did not gonna do a good job cleaning the houses. While I can clean, it was something in my spirit like, bitch, we not finna scrub the shit out of this toilet. We not finna make this bed with love. Like my spirit just would not let me do it. Cause one, I'm in Williamsburg, Virginia, and I'm pretty sure, those listening know the history of Williamsburg, Virginia, and all the different things that went along on those piers and those ports. And they have no trouble. They have no trouble whatsoever acknowledging and honoring the slave owners, the slave traders as forefathers in the state of Virginia. They have no issues with doing that. They don't really shed too much light on Aboriginals unless you're talking about a street name. Now they quick to take a Native American tribe and make it the name of a street. Oh, this is Cherokee Trail and this is
Right.
Wanahachon Boulevard. Shit, like they love to
Yeah.
do that, but we ain't got no statues down there. Christopher Columbus and Christopher Nelson got motherfucking statues down there next to their flags and stuff like that. But we don't get those kind of honors, and that's okay because I'm finna buy land everywhere. And trust and believe, y'all will see random ass statues of Assata Shakur, Matambe, Lumumba, fucking Ngozi, and the Jing. Y'all gonna see random statues all over the place of our people. Don't even worry about it.
Dr.
That's definitely a goal
Khalid
of mine.
Muhammad Ali.
Yo, we're gonna have fucking walking parks in the most
Dr.
suburban of nations.
Sebi. Oh yeah.
Yup.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so all that to say, nothing new under the sun, y'all. You know, we've been interacting with aliens. You know, some of these photos was from like 1400s, 1500s. We went over that last Saturday when we was talking about how, like, you know, alien interaction used to be like Men in Black. Like, you be walking down the sidewalk and just be in the presence of multiple, you know, species and not thinking nothing of it. And so, you know, honestly, that's how it is now. But because, you know, I think our pineal gland being so, you know, backed up and clogged and stuff has a lot to do with our lack of eyesight of other dimensional beings. I believe that wholeheartedly, because I know our brain wants to humanize everything. Everything has to be personified in human body form and stuff. But sometimes aliens aren't as cut and dry. Like, yeah, the alien might look like a reptilian, but it might be so small that from where we're sitting at, it looks like an orb. But if you put it under a microscope, that's a whole fucking dragon right there. You know what I'm saying? Like the same, you know, setup.
Right.
You know, I think of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, or Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves, when they get real small and they start to really realize how detailed certain shit is, you know, like ants.
You gotta be so damn small to see the bigger picture and see every little detail. Mm-hmm. I like that movie. That's one of the movies I did like as a child. I don't hold you.
Oh, and just to let y'all know, the cross did not come from like this ancient, beautiful symbol of the cross. The cross was actually copied from the Ankh. I had to go back to that because my spirit was like, make sure. And another thing, for all of y'all that's sitting here saying that the cross is once upon a time. No, y'all made that up because that's just an argument y'all want to have, because there is no contextual evidence to show that there was ever a time that the cross was anything other than what we've been talking. Because it's not.
Wood that was used to execute people, and it wasn't only Jesus Christ.
It doesn't have the same history as the swastika. I know we would love for it to have the same history as the swastika, but it does not. They literally stole it from the Ankh.
Right.
And they stole it from the swastika on the Buddha. So, you know, it's a stolen symbol that was utilized to kill us on in the middle of town. There's no pretty backstory to that. I be getting so heated. I don't know why my spirit is so heated right now, and I ain't even talking to nobody that's arguing with me about it. But I be getting so mad about that shit. That shit burns me up. It's like the same energy I get when we call ourselves Black. Like, no, you are a human. You are not Black.
Yeah, like I don't know. Just call me by my fucking name. You know, describe me as who I am, a woman, the tall woman with the locks, whatever. But you know, they do that so much in the media. They have to describe, like, we know who they're talking about, like a African American or a Black woman or whatever. You know, when they give stories, when they cover stories on white folks or whatever and shit, they don't say nothing. They don't go too much in detail about it. They give you a story, but that's about it. They don't go into detail about it. They don't give no name, no age, no nada. It was a man or a woman, allegedly.
The only time they specify the fact that it's a white person is if they're the victim. Then it's such and such did this to a white person. Then it's the issue. And you know, I had a brother bring up a really good point to me recently. We was in the car talking, and I was telling him about my disdain for the word Black. And he was like, you know, I completely understand what you're saying, but here's my point of view. Whenever anything happens in the white community, you never hear a white person say, oh, well, I'm Polish, or I'm Russian, or I'm this, or I'm that. No, they all stand in solidarity for their whiteness. You would never know if a white person was Polish or Romanian or whatever the fuck, because they don't put that first. They're white first. I was like, you know what? You're right. They do leave those conversations for at home on the dinner table, but we do the opposite.
When I have conversations with the motherfuckers, they damn sure love to tell me that they're Polish, Irish, damn Russian, whatever, you know, shit like that. They love to tell me.
Yeah, in person and interpersonal conversations, more so. Like, I guess talking about like societal, generalized thought, like on CNN.
I think they don't want me to put them in a box like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if like they're putting me in a box per se. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a fucking retractive thing or whatever. Like, yeah, you know, I'm Irish, you know what I'm saying? And we went through a lot of shit too back in our history or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We get into history lessons and shit like that. or whatever, and how y'all had to survive the famine of potato, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that, or whatever. Whatever. They proudly have to let me know what they are. I think they kind of get that feel.
I've heard that story so many times between the Irish being enslaved too, and their potatoes that they ate during their famine, which is why they love potatoes. To I think it was the Romanians were enslaved as well. But they enslaved while the Aboriginals were enslaving each other, they were enslaving each other. So like they're tribal beings as well. It's just, around the 1700s, they just started making it about race. And that was just it was very effective.
I generally put them all in the box. Like if, you white, or European or Caucasian, all you are still white though.
Yeah. I like to think of them tribal. I be trying not to put white people into a box because like I do know Irish people and I fuck with the Irish. They actually party very hard and I'm very happy to say that I've been able to survive an Irish party. Same thing with the Russians though. You ever party with some Russians? Bro, that's wild. Good party. No. I think my biggest disdain is for Aryans. I don't like Aryans. I can't get with them. I try. Even being around little children that are Aryans, the little girls that snitch on the little boys all the time and stuff like that. Like, ooh, little girl, where's your mommy at? Like,
what country are Aryans from? I just hear about like having pure Aryan blood and shit. But what fucking country are you from?
I don't know. Let's Google it. Where the fuck did Aryans come from? Because I want to say white people don't even like Aryans, but they don't. They don't. They don't. A lot of the Caucasian tribe or non-melanated tribes, they do not like Aryans. I'm not a big fan of Jews. I met a few that I did like. That we got along, but it was still like that little piece of information. Like, I had this one Jewish friend, he was a Virgo, and this was the one that I really, really liked. Like, we were super cool. And we got along because he didn't like it. Yeah, India, Persia, and Europe. Indo-Germanic or Indo-European.
Right, but how the fuck, hold on, you're a good little distance from Germany, sir. And ma'am, and they're definitely not blonde hair and blue eyed. Indo-European language who are taught to have settled in the prehistoric times, ancient Iran and northern Indian subcontinent. That's the Aryans they be talking about.
Yeah, right.
But how the white folks like
to find out this was wild.
Them niggas look like Aryans. Look. These are the Aryans, okay? All right. None of them goddamn white folks look like none of these motherfuckers. They look like them motherfuckers who we say. Hold on, here's one with some locks.
All right, maybe they're Palladians that came and infiltrated the Middle East and started calling themselves Aryans.
Maybe so, because that is completely wrong. I'm like, where is it? What are the Aryans? Like, come on, hold on. Here's another Aryan, sis. Hold up. Here's a statue from 1400 BC. All right. You see how they love to damn take our shit?
That is an Asian man.
That is a brother. Look at those lips. Yeah, he has eyes like how Anisha eyes are. But yeah. What is it, Papa? What do you need?
That's wild. Okay, so we just found out that the term Aryan is actually whitewashed. That's what I'm talking about.
Here's another view of the picture. You think that's an Asian? Oh yeah, he's an Asian, all right. He's Asian, but
why are they always blowing our noses off? Y'all so dusty. Like, just get over it. We don't be blowing off the noses off your dumbass Christopher Columbus ass. fucking statues.
Another Aryan. Hold up. He got some kinky coils at the end of his hair.
Oh, he's
Look like
Sumerian. That
Sumerians,
man's
don't
black.
it?
That is a
I
black
love Sumerian,
man.
right?
I know it's a
All right.
Sumerian when I see one,
So,
cuz.
so they want pure white Aryan blood. Like, sir, none of them Aryans look like what y'all saying it is.
But that was the same energy Hitler was giving. Like, bro, you're not even what you say.
They suck that world history, sis.
I think that these were Palladians because, Palladians are the ones with the blonde hair and blue eyes. And they infiltrated the space and was like, we're the Aryan race because Aryan means noble. So maybe that was the way of saying, like, we're the noble race. We are, whatever. And I feel like, Palladians are probably very pompous. There's no humility there whatsoever. And I'm okay with that because I'm not a humble person myself. But yeah.
That's fine. If you want to figure yourself as a noble race, that's fine. There's a difference between being noble and supreme. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're not going to get away from you if you want to call yourself noble. That's fine. You're a noble person.
The Nubians is supreme.
Okay, so that's fine. Call yourself a noble servant, a noble steed.
We're being noble. So here goes some more. The thing with old paintings. So we had a lot of old, ancient, pretty paintings from the past that had like aliens and UAPs and UFOs and all that shit in the painting. But in between that time and the 1900s, when we started doing like mass like mainstream magazine production, they kind of like cartoonized the paintings and made it seem like the paintings were just created for entertainment purposes, but they were not. I guess, what did they call it? Like surrealism and abstract art, but it wasn't. It was actually realism because, walking down the street, seeing people of different, species, like human type species, that was the norm. That was the norm. And it was okay. And we talked about that last week too, about the different African masks and how some of them actually resemble, alien faces. The same thing with the Buddha statues resembling alien faces and bodies, the different Buddha statues. And and that was all realism, even though we were, indoctrinated to believe otherwise from, magazines and stuff. But here goes some of those other images. Here goes some more. It was also a big war. Well, what did we say that war was like the 1500s, something like that?
Yeah, back in the day, during the medieval times.
They basically had their own world war in the celestial government, and we could see it across our skies, which could be something going. In fact, let me find out. I'm about to go to my old notes because I want to see what year that is. Because if that adds up to 7, and we in the 7th now, and usually we shooting shit out the fucking sky, and I'm saying it's getting a little crazy over here. I really wish you would go sit down somewhere and stop doing stuff. This is why you be on the lead.
Yoda keeps coming up on me and like patting, like he's trying to fix my hair or something. Like, Mama, I'm like, get down.
Okay, so I did have that in my notes. The Nordic aliens were the Palladians. They came around the mid 1950s, which is around the time of the Aryans. So we was right. These are old notes. And the Dravidians, which was the culture before the Sumerians, they were influenced by the Naga, or the reptilians were the Dravidians. And then there was a softer level of reptilians that came out as mermaids for the Sumerians and all the other cultures. I guess they were all over, the world, these mermaids, because every culture has their own name for mermaids.
Right. But I know the Greek had it They had their. I don't know. I think they just got mixed up. I think somebody who was translating got the shit mixed up between a siren and a mermaid.
Where okay, it's December of 1952 was the summer of saucers, and that adds up to 17. That's 8. That's balance and stuff. Oh,
Yes, when did you say the Dravidians were when they first came?
in that little armpit of Turkey and Syria and stuff, the way how everybody else was.
Was that during like the Bronze Age as well?
I don't know the ages by heart. I ain't even gonna lie.
Okay.
I'm gonna Google that. Okay, 1608 is the war across the sky that you guys see in that one painting where you see all the little black spots. So that's what 7 and 8 is 15. That's 6 creation.
You said 7, 8. You said 7 or.
Yeah, that was a 6 year when the war was going on across the sky. So that would have been last year for us. That would have been 2022. But that doesn't fully take away, from the experience. That's probably some shit we didn't see. Over in actually in 2022 alone, we had over 350 cases of UAPs, and this was the theory that I came up with, because the government is always saying, oh, we don't see no aliens, but everybody else does. So I feel like the aliens is coming here for us, like the people, like the civilians. They're coming here for us, but they don't want to be seen by the government, because remember all the aliens that we talked about that are in alignment with the governments, they're not really like they're not
they probably don't want to be seen by the reptilians. Yeah, they probably don't want to alert the reptilians and shit. So they're trying to find another way to, answer to it. Yeah, those are clearly, yeah.
So maybe those aliens are coming to save us from our government, and that's why they won't reveal themselves to the government. They only reveal themselves to us. Or maybe, it's the same thing we thought, that the military is just trying to hide what it is that they do. And they're not doing a good job, because like I said, they started letting niggas in. Y'all don't let the niggas in the White House. Y'all don't let niggas in Hollywood. And listen, we don't hold water, especially when y'all doing this. One thing that like we don't play around with is spiritual stuff. That's why they created such a fear in our heart about our own spiritualism. Hey, Scooby, get out of the trash can. Ooh, he about to go in the timeout, y'all.
Oh,
he's just doing the most.
Scooby.
Oh, he's acting like he's easy. I'm gonna get him. But dang, what the fuck was I talking about?
We're talking about how we so tied up in we don't play about spirituality, and we're so tied up, in their spirituality and shit, we won't even get to unveil the truth of our own, for real. Basically, I think that's where he was going to. I just put in my own words.
You know how to calculate people's perfection years?
Perfection years?
Yeah.
Like, what's a good year for you?
Yeah, based on the houses.
Oh, yeah, I gotta look at it. I gotta look at the alignments. Okay, tell me what his Cash App is. But yeah, we don't play around with spirituality stuff. So like, once we don't even play around with our own stuff, because like that superstitious stuff like really like puts fear in our heart. So yeah, we're not fucking with that shit. You put that stuff around us, like, and that's for some people. I won't say everybody, because obviously they got, Rihanna and the Carters and whoever the fuck else in there eating babies and doing weird shit. That's cool. Do your thing. But like, people like the people in my family, we don't play that shit. Like, oh no. This girl had on too much red and this too much this and that. Like, we don't play with that stuff. We never played about that stuff.
She was pregnant too, huh? I was like, ooh.
Yeah, okay. So I had mixed feelings about that. I had questions about that because, cool, yeah, you're pregnant, but like, did you see the photo shoot that she did? I don't know if that was before or after, but it was for Vogue with her and the baby, and it
Oh
was like
no.
the people she gave credit to were that was that weird couple that we be seeing in alignment with everybody that be doing that weird artsy shit. They're aliens. I don't care what nobody say. Them niggas is aliens.
Oh, who?
I forget what their names because my brain won't let me remember their names.
Look, I'm trying to look it up.
Oh. But it was weird pictures. Her and her baby and in the carriage, and it was giving like Damon vibes, like little demon child, and she a little demon mom. And then for her to have that performance where she had all red and a white atmosphere, it just their choices be a little weird. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. I didn't watch it.
What you about to do? Oh, bet I'm about to cash out you this money. Go give me a rap, cuz.
What happened to the board?
Huh? Oh, you got something. Never mind. It's different.
What's on? I didn't even know you was coming. That's just something.
But yeah, she
I
is.
didn't watch it, but I looked at it. Like on Facebook when they showed it or whatever. She had that big ass, ugly ass, coat on, represent that guy that just died or whatever the fuck his name was. He used to wear them big ass. He used to wear that big ass red coat and them damn boots and shit. Whatever. Whatever the hell his name was.
All right, I'm about to cash up you. I like the game Leafs or the Woods Leafs. That's fine. That makes me happy. You need a wrap too? I'm gonna cash up you $4. That's cool. Bet. Thank you.
You want to smoke?
I don't got time. Well, you don't got time. You got to ride.
Yeah, that was the thing. Andre Talley.
I was off mute that whole time. I could have sworn I pressed mute.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, but you ain't saying shit I don't think nobody ain't going to agree with. Hell, you like that damn game Leaf. Fuck it. It's all right. We can edit this part out, sis. If you don't want it, you don't.
Right.
We keep it real on here, damn it.
Right. I'm just trying to make my transaction so after the show, I'm chilling.
She can transition, you know what I'm saying, to her higher spiritual realm. So
my best life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So aliens infiltrated the Aryan race, huh? So that's where we're at with that.
Oh, that nigga was dead for a whole year already? Oh shit. I'm thinking he just died.
Who?
That dude with the damn bright ass gums.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, he had all that damn money, but them damn teeth was, boy. Him.
Can you do anything about your gums? Oh, okay.
That Andre Talley, yeah. That's who she was wearing that big ass drapey ass coat for, because he wore them big ass clothes and shit like that.
Oh, that's cute. No, it's this couple. The one lady, she was in Jay-Z's music video. When he had that one music video, he was in the art gallery, and him and her put their foreheads together. They put their third eyes together and was staring at each other. That weird lady, her and her husband, they actually did the visuals for the last Vogue photo shoot she did with her baby. And she wasn't showing her baby bump yet, so this wasn't recent because she has like a full-on baby bump now. But yeah, it was a nice shoot. It was just very dark. Like, why are these pictures you want with your infant? Like, when I had my baby, we was pastel the fuck out. We got on yellows and oranges and shit. Like, this is a child. You should be around happy and stimulating colors. Like, why do you have all these grays and blacks and reds? Like, come on, we don't need to be sexy for an infant photo shoot.
Oh yeah, even the picture she got when she holding the baby with who her baby daddy? Travis Scott.
No. ASAP Rocky.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
I wish he would. ASAP Ferg is my boo. I love him. He's my favorite from the ASAP gang. He raps the bestest.
Yeah, I knew it was something around that.
ASAP Rocky is the cute dark-skinned boy with the he has a beautiful smile. He has beautiful teeth. I will give him that. His teeth are like, I'm a sucker for a nice smile.
Okay. I ain't gonna hold you. Okay.
Very beautiful family. And it's
that
mixed.
Photo was dark,
That
photo was very dark. She was holding his hand, he was back there, and she was holding the baby or whatever.
Yes, I love that photo. And that's why I have mixed reviews because, we're moving aside, the different theories about what's going on in the Hollywood tribe or whatever. To see a brown baby on the cover of Vogue is a big deal. Colorism is definitely a thing. I'm not going to sit up here and act like colorism doesn't exist. It fucking exists. And it exists it exists especially in Hollywood. And I think it exists more in Hollywood and in the houses of Black homes that all they do is watch Hollywood. Those are the two places it exists the most.
That is very correct. That is very, very correct.
That's why I don't fuck with people that watch a lot of TV because they think that colorism is a real thing.
In our community, we're not with that colorism shit, sis. Hell.
We're not with that shit, but it was really dope to see a brown baby on the cover of Vogue. Like, a lot of these babies that we have, in Hollywood, they're light skinned. Everybody's light skinned. All of Beyonce's kids are fucking light skinned. It's Beyonce's kids, the Kardashian kids, what is it? Chris Brown's kids, all of Nick Cannon's 30 fucking kids. They're all fucking light skinned. They're light skinned with big bushy curly hair. Even Tia and Tamara's kids. Well, actually, no, Tia's kids. Tia has kids with a white man. Tamara had kids with a black man. And her son is nowhere to be seen or found because he's an average, size and shape, chunky, brown skinned boy with locks. You will never see him anywhere. I think Dwayne Wade's son is the son you see the mostest, and that's because he dresses like a woman. But I don't think that if he dressed it like a little boy, that brown skinned baby would not be nowhere on the cover of magazines the way he is now. So to see this brown baby on the cover, he's not a little girl boy.
He is. He's not hell because like a little girl.
Regular.
He don't look
he's
good.
Not a neck breaker.
He don't break no neck. No, he ain't breaking. He break my goddamn neck when I see him wearing them goddamn dresses. He needs to stop wearing them motherfucking dresses. Just dress like a boy, be gay, how you want to be.
Yeah, it doesn't bother. Again, I'm mixed with that too, and I want to say I'm mixed with that because when we got into our earlier episodes of Inky and Lil and the Sumerians and all of that, when you look at the statues and the paintings, the men were wearing cheerleader skirts, sis. They had on the pom-pom skirts, and they also were wearing long ass fucking nightgowns and they had on the mini skirts. Like, these men was wearing dresses and skirts. They was like, oh, I got the new 9900 Rome slippers to go with this mini skirt and this breastplate. What y'all thinking? Like, this is how my men's used to shop once upon a time. So I don't really be hating, it's nothing new under the sun. But
you got to think about it. Who were all the seamstresses back then?
It was men's. Because women wasn't allowed to do shit but sit in the house.
They weren't sewing clothes?
Probably not. I don't think we were allowed to do too much of anything anywhere. There are some spaces where women were allowed to be like business owners and stuff like that. But like, a lot of these cultures really just gave everything to the men, and women, like, we really just got to sit home and talk shit all day. And I love it there.
Okay, here's a lesson in history. The first pair of pants was invented by a woman. Okay.
Wow.
So if
she got tired of seeing dick and balls in the skirt.
She got tired of wearing a motherfucking skirt. She got tired of wearing that nigga shit. Damn it. He put his goddamn ball dropping dick playing ass my motherfucking skirt again. We're gonna fight.
I was about to say that. It was probably like hella easier for men to be assaulters to women if they got on a skirt and a woman got on a skirt. Oh yeah, easy. So a woman was like, I'm sick of this shit. Y'all gonna wear pants. Boys wear pants. It takes longer for you to take your dick out.
Right.
And make sure there's some zippers on them pants too. Y'all don't get easy pants. Y'all get pants with zippers and buttons and a belt. Zippers, buttons, and a belt.
Right, zippers, buttons, and a fucking belt, man. Shit, yeah, that probably was the
What
chassis
year
belt.
were pants created? Did they give you a timestamp?
You know, they gonna say it's like 1800 some shit, and some white motherfucker made it or whatever. But I'm talking about ancient times. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, earlier than that. You know what I'm saying? It was a pair of pants, you know, to be worn.
That sounds like mad work making ancient pants. I ain't gonna hold you because they was using linens.
I'm trying to find it because it's way back in history. It weren't like jeans or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But they were pants, you know. Worn by a woman. And I think they were like warriors as well. So
this right here is called a umwamwa. Oumua.
They're like a
Umwamwa.
flying turd. It's like a turd going down the toilet.
This is not a real photo. This is some shit that NASA made up to imitate the image people were saying that they saw. Hold on one second.
Yeah, they said they weren't seeing shit. Yeah, the umma looks like a turd dropping down in the toilet. So if NASA made that up, you know, first of all, NASA is not the best source to go to if you need some artistically drawn ideas. Like far as you describing it to them, they're not so well at that. They're trash. So of course it's going to be a bit dim. Of course, you know, all the pictures from NASA, they're never clear. So having them are in full color. This one right here, as we see, is in black and white. But you can get good detailing around, you know, from the stars and the other planets back there in the background. I guess that glare of light is supposed to be our sun. But it's not in the picture. Let me see.
Okay, yeah. So they said this came did they name the North Star this came from? I don't think so, but this supposedly was like, all right, so different country, it's mostly United States, Russia, and China that cares about, like, and a little every now and then France comes into play when it comes to alien shit too. Germany, like one time, niggas do not like German. I don't know why they won't go back to Germany. Like, it's ghetto there. But like, you know, it's mostly Russia, America, and China that deal with the extraterrestrials, and they kept sending messages out into space, like, you know, light messages and sound messages, whatever. And this was something that came back from a dwarf planet in November 5th, 2018, and it's like. It's long, as you can see. This is a side view. The front view is actually like a circle, so it's like a big flat, you know, piece of rock, the firmament. Essentially, like, it's the land. And they sent this back.
I'll give it a better image. It looks like a great blue whale, nose diving down deeper into the sea.
It does. NASA made this shit up, though. I don't understand why they would make something up if the actual thing already existed. Why would y'all wouldn't just take a picture of that and then give that to us instead of giving us something?
Confuse us. They don't want to see the real shit.
Exactly. But that's how I feel about everything now, because like why wouldn't you just show us a real picture of the earth? Why do you have to give us this image that y'all want us to see and believe in? Like, same thing with the maps and everything. Y'all know where I'm going with this. Anyway, so apparently this little galaxy dookie turd had inscriptions on it.
Mm.
Yeah, all the other
What
pictures. I was gonna
inscriptions
try to pull up a better
did it have?
picture. It really looked like a dookie turd. I ain't gonna hold you. Maybe like the planet pooped this
I
out, but
just got through telling the audience like you ain't gonna get like nothing of quality from NASA. Like if you if you need to describe something to NASA that you seen, this is what they're gonna come up with.
yeah, they just be making shit up. This is wild. They don't even care.
He was like, okay, they said it was an oblong shape, like a turd. Yeah, like rolled
It
Play-Doh.
literally looks like a turd, like the turd from what's the face? South Park.
Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo, he has some lumps in him,
Yeah.
though. You know,
No,
it
it's got lumps in it. All right, I'm about to show you.
does.
This is wild. You see this
Oh,
one right
wow. More
here?
turds? What the
It's
fuck, sis?
a
Yeah,
turd.
that literally is a turd
What's
with a
a turd?
penis head.
This one looked like they need to drink a
It's a
little bit
turd with
more
a penis
water,
head.
and they should have had some green vegetables, because like that one looked like it hurt. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
it
turd.
did.
It hurt. This one got light flashing off of it. They definitely needed to drink some water with that.
That one just sunk into the toilet. This is the toilet, bottom of the toilet view we're looking at. It's coming down towards us.
It does look like water. It does look like water. This was that clunk, and
Yes,
this
like
one.
whoop, it splashed back up on you. Oh, like
Ew.
no, fucking did.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah,
Oh
this is
wow.
NASA be
So,
wild.
so they
I'm
ran
not paying NASA
out
no
one
mind.
turd, and then they just started making different variants of turds.
They
Yeah,
just
they
play too
made
much.
black light turd. They made sperm on the microscopic turd.
They're just doing the most.
That is very well advanced technology. Like this is a fucking joke. I could
Why
have
they
drew
make
something
this?
better than this.
Yeah.
Because they want to make a joke out of every fucking thing, sis. They want to damn be playing with people's minds and shit. And then they go
So
online and say this is what the person described to us. What do they call them? Artists that damn draw the shit that you describe to them, sketch artists or whatever. The sketch artists suck.
they always suck.
Like, what credentials did you need to be a sketch artist to work for NASA from NASA to come up with this? Like,
I think you just need a
what's
cousin
their
to get you
salary
in.
like, yo?
You just walk up and be like, I can draw. I got it. I got a cousin that can draw. Hold
I
up.
got you, cuz. I got you, cuz.
Definitely got
Shit.
one that can draw. They got you.
I take VVT, cuz I can get you up in there.
For, for real.
Just let me hold the food stamp card, yo. Now I get you right up in there, yo. I got connects.
Nothing but a word. So this is the asteroid. They could have sent us anything, and they sent us they dookie. I think that's a message.
That is. How about that, Virgo Virgin talk?
Right. This is the debris from the Chinese surveillance balloon. I just feel like I'm not really buying this. Like this is just like this is really for the motherfuckers that really believe in the television. Like you have to be like a special degree of stupid to really fall for it. Like are we falling for this? Are there humans that are really falling for this?
So they shot it down in South Carolina, or whatever. I guess they wanted to wait till it got over water to shoot it down. I mean, whatever damage that it did possibly couldn't have done more damage if you would have shot it, up in the air above land. Pretty sure it was spraying whatever particles it might have been spraying or releasing during its trip here. But I'm not buying the Chinese balloon thing. You know what I'm saying? Think they're trying to create a diversion. It could much be unidentified aerial phenomena is what they calling it.
Mm-hmm.
Something like a phenomenon. Something like a phenomenon.
All right, so World War II started in 1939. That's 22. That's a master number, but you can bring that down to 4 stability. Um, um, Japan. Well, America bombed Hawaii. Fucking Japan. In 1941. That's a 6. So I mean, I guess. I'm just not. I'm not buying this balloon shit. I'm not buying this at all. I'm trying to align the years to see, like, is this going to be the year that we end up in World War II, or
What
is it going
about
to be in a different year?
2023?
I think we started
2023,
World War
that's an
II
8,
last year.
right?
We started a lot of shit last year. I think that we're about to start getting information of all the shit that was started last year. Probably towards the end of this
You know
year,
when I
we'll be like,
think
oh
it started?
yeah, by the way, last year we started World War III, and last
I
year we
think it
also did all this
started.
other shit.
I think it started in Bitcoin. I think it started when they came up with cryptocurrency.
Oh yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
that over. Yeah, and if I could like camel walk with you, I feel like it started when we started COVID. Like, a part of me really feels like, these
Mm-hmm.
different strains and stuff, that was like, chemical warfare or biological warfare, if you will.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah. You know,
that's what they was doing over there in Palestine too, a few years ago. I remember, when I used to be, I don't watch the news like that anymore, y'all. So like, if y'all, and,
either.
people that's watching, just, comment in the chat, enlighten me. Cause I know what the fuck I don't know. I know I don't know shit that's going on in current events.
We give
Cause
y'all a lot of knowledge on the news based off of our personal fucking opinions from little glimpses that we catch of the news.
right. But if y'all know more shit about the news than we do, please chime in and share. Cause I don't really know that shit. And, it just feel like, that shit happened when the outburst happened, because that was the same thing they was doing, back in like 2010, 2012 with Palestine. Remember, that was back then before I even knew what the fuck a staged whatever was called on the news. So that could have very well have been actors too, but they had no problem with showing all these dead bodies all over Palestine, mostly dead children and babies, like laying on the floor. They looked like they was asleep. They just looked so peaceful. But supposedly they was all dead bodies all over the place, and they had put like a chemical in the air, and it just made everybody pass out and die. And it's like, if they really wanted to do that over here, they would do that over here. For some reason they need y'all alive. They just need y'all scared while y'all alive. They need y'all helpless. If they wanted you dead, you'd be dead.
That adrenochrome, I guess.
Yeah, it was like, we're vibrations before we're physical forms. Like, you're a vibration first. So like, if your vibration is on a certain level, eventually it's going to affect your physical form. They don't have to physically do anything to you. If you allow your vibration to be at a certain level, you're going to do it to yourself. That's why a lot of people over here be getting cancers and shit like that. And that was another theory I had. Like, maybe cancer cells is like seasoning salt to our bodies for these niggas that be eating us, because it seemed like they need us to have it. A lot of this shit over here is carcinogens. Like, it just came out on the news recently, and the only reason I know about this is because I was in the store next to the items. But it was a lot of recalls on laundry detergents because they had carcinogens in it. So like, it's down to the shit you washing your clothes
The major
with.
brands, right? And they promote Gain and fucking
Yeah.
other one.
Man,
Yeah.
baking soda and apple cider vinegar.
I used to offer that shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's
I used to offer that
just back
shit.
to the older shit, and let Danielle make the laundry
Borat.
detergent, cause she finna
Yeah.
start making money.
Man, I swear you can wash your clothes with that body wash too. You can wash your hair with it and your clothes. Shit.
I believe
That
it.
one-
I definitely believe it.
I
I had
mean,
my
that shit about
clothes
to
smell
start
like
making
coffee.
detergent. Hell yeah, I'm gonna start selling y'all my shit.
Yep.
Buy that.
But
Yeah,
you
at least
can't
you know
eat
you won't
it.
be
It
mixing that
shouldn't
shit.
be
Don't know
in your
eczema.
body. Right.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't know about eczema. Eczema is an allergic reaction to something. You had to put something on your skin, on your organ, in order for your body to react like that. That's a reaction. That's not just something you have because you have it. Your skin is reacting to something that's on it. So, if you do have eczema or you're suffering from eczema, please go to an allergist and really pay attention to what you're putting in and on your body, also the areas that you be around, because you are a vibration first. It don't have to be this crazy chemical or like stuff that you're it could be a vibration. People like me, when I stress out too much, I break out in hives, because you're a vibration first. Like, some of you guys are breaking out in eczema
Yep.
because your energy is in a certain level. Your energy is probably not as cut and dry as a chemical, as a fruit or a vegetable, or I can't have cotton on my skin or whatever the fuck. Like, it's not always just like simple like that. And that's okay. It don't gotta be simple. It's not supposed to be simple.
Yeah,
Also, okay,
it's not.
mm,
Huh?
you talking to me?
I don't know what happened, sis. I think we both said at the same time. We had a thought.
Nah, I was waiting
we
for
both
you.
had a thought that we wanted to at the same time or whatever. Shit, I forgot. I guess I was gonna speak on eczema or whatever. But when I first had discovered I had eczema or whatever, they called it contact dermatitis or whatever. And I believe it was from like my hands, always touching chemical and shit. When I used to clean houses or whatever. That's when I first started developing it, because I never had eczema when I lived in Germany. Nowhere, So when I started cleaning these houses, and I wore gloves as well, but chemical could still seep down, and water could still, they're man-made. It's gonna break through the gloves some type of way, or leak in there. And after that, like, boom, there it goes, and it never go away. It never had went away until I started creating my own products, like, and then changing what I eat, because I did notice like it is like allergic reaction. It will activate it. And also I came up with a theory like it's like a herpes or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because it goes through these cycles. That once it gets better, then you get these outbreaks, and when you become stressed or whatever and shit like that. And then when it starts healing, it starts going back over and start doing that shit all over again. So it was crazy.
So yeah, it's like a virus. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a virus that's that's in your body, and it doesn't go away or whatever, but you can keep it under control and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's because I find it's just like crazy, like it being just solely like categorized as a skin disorder, but you came into contact with something for your skin to react that way. It's an allergy, yeah. But when you remove those chemicals and stuff from your body, or you no longer use those chemicals, you still have the eczema in your blood. So that shit, yeah. So your whole endocrine system was like fucked up or whatever from like just
so you
whatever.
gotta do like a whole like Dr. CB detox during that stage. It's a whole thing you got to go through. Like you're getting rid of bed bugs from the inside or something.
Yeah, that shit crazy. That shit was crazy though. I mean, I used to have it bad. Like my skin is so fucking clear on my face. What, like all of my forehead right here was black. I'm talking about just black encrusted right here. I get it on my neck, especially on my neck. Ooh, that's why exercising was not my friend, because when I would sweat, my own sweat would like just burn my skin.
Oh,
the sun. I was allergic to the sun. I couldn't be out in the sun. The sun would just burn my skin and cause my eczema to just start boop, 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 just reacting or whatever. It was like everything, every element you could think of just was not good for my skin.
It probably was a chemical reaction, because people just be outside combusting. Like if you have a lot of chemicals inside your body and on your skin, you would just randomly blow up in flames if the sun is a certain kind of way.
Right. I just noticed, like, the early stages of it, like, well, I can't be outside. I got to go.
Right. I got to get my chemicals in order before I come back out here. Y'all trying to cook me.
Yeah, for real. And that's why Body Essentials is a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? Because when I started creating my own product,
we also don't give, viruses, we don't give viruses the respect they deserve. You got all these strains of Omicron out. They probably aliens.
They probably is. I mean, you got different breeds, different species of fucking microscopic aliens and shit that you cannot see.
Yeah, it could be like that. I could see that, And I don't really fully understand like the science behind the super, like how y'all get a vaccine for something the same year that the something came out, but y'all still don't got a vaccine for the common cold. That's wild to me. Like y'all virus, y'all priorities, y'all list of priorities in the terms of the viruses, they're not in alignment to me at all. I'm not a fan. Um, but also here we have here, this was the balloon when it was in the sky, and we had and they shot that joint down. Oh, Daniel, where'd you go? I'm really not buying the balloon thing. I'm not buying it. It's just not clicking with me. It doesn't make sense. It's 2023 and you bought a balloon over here, my G. Like, come on now. I think I won't use the word distraction because I'm not going to insult anybody's intelligence to say you guys are capable of being distracted with such an asinine object in the sky. But I will say, like, there's other things going on. Ask questions and think critically, because that shit don't make no sense. Like, these people have a lot of intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're smarter than me. And I love playing the bad guy. If I was an evil villain, what would I do? If I was trying to start a war, what would I do? And also know that there's nothing new under the sun. Like, America has no new tactics. Every time they want to invade another country, they invade themselves first and make it seem like it was the said country invading them. And then they get the approval of the people before they move forward. But it's really nothing new under the sun. They've been doing the same shit. They're not doing anything new. You do with that what thou will. Also, on May 26, 2019, NBCnews.com, 6% of Americans at that point had been abducted by aliens or had claims of being abducted by aliens. During their abductions, sperm was extracted from the men and women were impregnated. And some of the theories that they came up with, according to NBC News, as far as like certain scientists and like the ufologists, they use humans as incubators because the aliens can no longer procreate on their planet, or they're producing a hybrid between the humans and their particular alien species to take over this planet, and this is their way of surviving climate change here, either assisting the humans during the transitions that are happening here during the climate, or assisting them on their home planet. We have all these different abductions, and then we had this period of time where people were actually giving, not to say that it stopped happening, but it was a period of time where we actually were talking about it, was people being abducted and their bodies being found with their organs missing. When that one goddess went missing in DC, it opened up a whole Pandora's box of how often that had been happening. Also, y'all hear us keep talking about Hollywood. We keep talking about Hollywood because we be talking about how that tribe or that culture right there alone is full of different alien species, or so we like to say or think, because they do very questionable stuff. Okay, cool. Where'd you at? Where'd you go? There she is. Because they do a lot of questionable stuff, like they be eating babies, and then they do have their hybrid, not hybrid, but they enforce a lot of mindsets on people. Like they enforce the interracial dating, they enforce, the gender bending rules. Like they enforce a lot of different social norms that we have in Hollywood. It's kind of like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Metropolis, but it's like, we are the workers down here, and, a majority of us work in some type of warehouse type of situation, or warehouse like work. And so we're down here working, and they're in Hollywood, and they're feeding us these images. It's just constant images 24/7. There's never a space you can go to and not see an image of an advertisement, whether it's magazines, billboards, flyers, posters, commercials, they're everywhere. And they keep telling you, buy this, consume this, work harder so that you can have this, and it's these celebrities, and in the film Metropolis, they made an arc android, which was this beautiful woman that was convincing the workers to keep working, like keep doing what you're doing so that you could have someone as beautiful as me, or you could feel my energy, or whatever. And that's essentially what these Hollywood people do. They're marketers, they're advertisers. You know, I don't really see a lot of them as artists or creators. Or, you know, once upon a time, you know, artists used to create our stories. They were the ones we relied on to record our history, to record, you know, our beliefs and stuff like that. And we can't rely on them to do that because, you know, they're lying. They use a lot of their energy to market things and consume and push, you know, the consumption, knowing damn well, like, you know, the way we consume on this country is the number one killer of us, of other animals, of our resources, of our environments. Not the world. Where you're never going to kill the world. You're not important enough. You know, the world is going to kill you first. But it'll be your fault though, because of the consuming. So they're basically just like convincing us to kill ourselves. Basically what's happening here. And that's weird.
Basically.
Very alien-like behavior.
Indeed.
Especially if you guys seen They Live is an awesome alien movie to tap into. And that'll show you right then and there how like invasive consumption and the consumption community is and has been, you know, through the government. If it's not the government, it's, you know, Hollywood. You know, government is giving you the kickbacks and the funds, but they're shaking hands with Hollywood that's telling you what to buy with those kickbacks and funds. That's thus supporting the stuff that the government is trying to do, because everybody has their hands in everything, whether you own bonds or stock. And that's cool.
I have to check that movie out. That's one of the movies I have not watched.
Oh, that's a good one. Metropolis is also a good one. 1984 is a good one. I believe Metropolis in 1984.
I believe I've seen 1984. That was by George Orwell, right?
Yeah, that was a great one. That's definitely something that I could watch.
Orwell, 1984.
Yeah,
I think I've read that book. Mm-hmm.
I never read the book.
It was I think I've read it.
The script. Whoever wrote the script is a fucking genius. I enjoyed, listening to it. I definitely enjoyed myself. I think those are the main ones that I can think of as far as like portraying how Hollywood and the government actually do move hand in hand, you know, against you. And it's crazy because they've convinced you to want to be like those people in Hollywood. You want their life, so you want to do what they do. And that's what's going to lead us up to our demise as a race, as one race. I'm not talking about all the different racial factions, but like as a human race, that's going to be our demise, is the consumption, where we are consuming ourselves to death. NPR also had an article for May 17th. Yeah. I agree.
Overconsumption of overconsumption of fucking supreme power or some shit. We're trying to all fucking game.
I mean,
I just looked at something on Facebook real quick.
Somebody is definitely
backstage. That's some shit. And it was like a simple picture, like Cardi B eating a fucking king crab meat or whatever. Now, I agree with the first person. It looked like a goddamn imitation crab meat. So this chick was like, it looks like imitation crab meat. So this nigga come over there like, y'all just come on this motherfucker and say anything, huh? Like, nigga, you just come up under this lady post because she thought it looked like imitation crab meat, in which it did. It looked like the polar fish crab meat, the imitation shit that are using the crab rangoon or whatever. Why are you so mad about what the fuck she said? Why do y'all overly consume y'all? We talking about somebody who not giving a fuck about nobody else in the motherfucking world but her goddamn self and her people in her motherfucking circle. This lady said what the fuck the crab meat look like. And you mad that lady said crab meat look like shit. Like, damn.
Shop at the same food stores we shop at. It probably was. And like, that's what you make paella out of. The hell?
Right.
Let's have our conversation about how that's crab meat. What?
I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck that person got so offended by what she said, what she thought it looked like. because that's what the fuck it looked like. It
Those are
didn't look
the
like a
images
300
in
piece
his
of damn.
head, though. For her to be eating imitation crab meat would destroy the image he has in his head of how celebrities consume, how they eat, and what they eat. To say that she was eating imitation crab meat rather than the cream of the crop would destroy whatever it is that he's working towards. Because that's what celebrities give us, like whether they're on stage rapping and they give you that dream of being a rap artist, or they're in a movie and they're acting as the next executive advertising. You know, when I was a kid, I just thought that marketing and advertising was the business to be in. You hear me? Because all these movies and all these television shows that I watched with these very successful people, they worked in marketing and advertising. That's what they did. And they had these meetings. They dressed up in these beautiful suits. Their hair and nails were done. They had these beautiful, lofts or, ranch houses and stuff. And they were independent. They didn't have no man. They didn't need a man there going 50 on the bill. Women lived by themselves. So in my mind, it was like, oh, marketing and advertising is where it's at, And so, that puts something
like Sex in the City, right? That's what I'm thinking of.
Right? Exactly. Like, they also fucked me up. Because I wanted to become a writer, journalist, writing books and stuff. So I just had this thought in my mind that it was going to be like Sarah Jessica Parker and, that beautiful New York apartment. And she just lives this lavish life and she's dating these beautiful rich men. And, I'm a writer now, and it's not like Sex in the City at fucking all. I was fed a lot. And the same thing with a lot of these, the radio personalities, when you watch a lot of these celebrities, like me being in the situation I'm in now, I'm in the exact same situation of the people that I admired. But because my marketing is not as superb as their marketing, you would never know. But doing radio shows, sponsors, hosting events, trying to get backup business to support the music business and all that, that's literally what the fuck I'm doing. And that's literally what a lot of the artists of the 90s were doing before they started getting their money in the 2000s. And that's something that's not really spread on, because that does not give you that American dream that forces you to consume. Because, what if I was still feeding into that marketing? I would never feel like I'm doing enough. I would never feel like I'm living the dream or I'm here.
Always have to do something to keep up.
Yeah, like wait till I get that car. Wait till I get that next studio time. Wait till I get this. Wait till I get, then I'll be it. No, I'm already that. I don't need those things. I'm already that. I'm already doing the things that I want to do. I already perform. I already get paid to perform. I already, and doing these things. So, but
I just found it was amazing. Like, you tried to shut a person down because they thought that, Cardi B could give a fuck whether you think it was imitation meat she was eating or not or whatever. But okay, yeah, we get it. All right. If she's that damn wealthy and shit, you think she don't eat cheap ass food? I'm pretty sure that bitch has stopped at Wendy's, ate at Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, any other damn place. She's not always eating at Ruth Chris up at Chalon place, whatever.
I thought you were gonna say McDonald's because her and Offset came out with a couples meal.
Oh yeah, McDonald's. She eat McDonald's. So I'm like, dude, it's unrealistic for you to say that that lady just came up on that post saying anything, because she could be eating imitation crab because she's eating imitation meat or human meat.
That didn't have nothing to do with y'all. That didn't have nothing to do with Cardi B. That had everything to do with the images that been fed to that man. And now he believes that people only indulge in certain things, and how dare you say otherwise? Because that's what he's aspiring to have. That's what that was.
Exactly. Like, them people are rich. You think they eating there? You think she eating bullshit? Yeah, she has eaten plenty of bullshit.
They literally eat bullshit. They literally eat dookie.
If you ask a vegan, a crab is bullshit. A crab is a fucking scavenger. It ain't nothing. It's bullshit to somebody.
Once shrimp was only for the rich people. And look, not everybody.
It's for the fucking rich people. I don't want shit.
I'm not eating no motherfucking. I'm good off that.
I'm eating that motherfucking shit. People only eat it because they say it's what you're supposed to eat if you are rich.
Exactly.
Why do I want some fish eggs? I don't give a fuck how you say they taste. They're not. I'm never going to be indulged to want to eat some fucking fish eggs. Like, you're never going to convince me of that. I'm never going to want to eat that. I don't give a
When
fuck.
I eat it, I like to be full. I want to feel fulfilled. I can't imagine myself feeling full off of no fucking fish eggs. Like, bitch, if you don't hand me a chicken egg and stop playing with me before I punch you in your face, hey, listen. Give me the ostrich egg. You want me to feel rich? Crack me open some motherfucking dinosaur eggs. Like, I want some Dave Chappelle shit. And sprinkle some only way. Like, I'm not doing this no other way.
Piece of something, you know what I'm saying, right?
Ostrich egg. Give me an ostrich egg. Don't give me no motherfucking
you give me
fish
turtle
egg.
egg while I fucking care. Yeah, I want no goddamn fish egg.
And that's one thing I always say, like, I can't do like rich restaurants and stuff because y'all don't put enough food on y'all plate. Y'all too busy trying to be cute. And so I'm not making space for none of that. I'm good off.
First of all, I don't know who the fuck Papa Do's thought they was, but y'all is not it. Y'all are not that motherfucking bitch to be trying to pimp me, okay? Because when I paid for that fucking salmon and that fucking scallop and that little sprinkle of fucking crab meat, you cheap bitch. Y'all bitches poor as fuck. Y'all can't afford crab meat. You mean to tell me you garnished my damn giant fucking scallop and my little ass piece of salmon with fucking sprinkled crab meat? Y'all some broke bitches. Yeah, fuck you, Papa Do's, for that $45 plate, $48 plate. When they brought that shit out to me, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Okay.
I'm like, this ain't gonna be enough.
In 2018, June of 2018 on NBCnews.com, this was a theory that the ufologists and some scientists came up with. They said that climate change actually killed the aliens. So you know how they have like the nothing new under the sun. So the idea is like, you know, so the theory of evolution is like we came from monkeys and cavemen and that stupid shit. But it's more so like we evolved from the surviving aliens from climate change. So every time we had a climate issue or whatever, the aliens would die off and then a new like species will be formed. And then I like that because that kind of aligns with the other NBC News article that was saying that they were trying to create hybrids between the humans and the alien species. That's why they were abducting them and playing with their reproductive organs so that they can create a hybrid that can survive the climate change, you know, whether it's on this planet or another planet where I think it was Mars, because, you know, I feel like Mars has finally started healing and that's why they're trying to go back over there and colonize it again, because it's like, oh, our planet has healed. We can get back on it now. And that's cool. You know, I'll stay over here if y'all go over there, or I'm gonna go over there if y'all stay over here, but I don't want to be on the same planet with y'all niggas no more. And y'all know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, talking about the air. That looks like one of those damn balls from what's that? The pinball machine. The little metal balls.
Yeah.
Didn't NASA draw this shit? Oh, this is actual footage.
Yeah, this was in Iraq in 2016. Excuse me, this is an orb.
Okay, pretty dope.
That's a big ass orb. It's like the same width as the building that it's in front of, that little shed thing that's in front of. I don't like, okay, if I seen a little baby orb, I'd be like, oh, it's cute. But I don't think I want to see an orb that big. I think I'm good off that.
Well, we don't know how high. Well, we know it's higher than the light poles. So it is higher than the light poles. What is taking the picture of it might be the camera off a building or whatever. So it looked like it's pretty high up. It looked like it's higher than the building over to the left, the L-shaped building.
It's military plane that took a picture of it because it's in Iraq. That was around the time where we were occupying the area. So.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it looks a good size.
It does. It looks fucking huge. It looks fucking huge, Danielle.
I don't know if I can say huge.
That's a huge bitch.
I don't know if I can say huge. I'm gonna say it looked like probably a medium size or something or whatever. Just because I'm saying it looks like it might have been a little closer to, or maybe they might have zoomed in on it. How big you think it is, like going across?
That looks like a car. Cause like, look at the shadow underneath it. It looks like that's like the shadow of the front of an 18-wheeler. Because I'm also looking at, like, let's say that this was a 2-lane road, and if you look in the back corner back here, you see the front of a car right there. That's the whole front of the car. Now, if we draw a straight edge from the end of that car to the end of this,
and
in the shadow of the orb. So that's kind of odd. That's like the front of a car. That's a lot.
Okay, so over there, that's part over there. Is that a car over there? That white thing over to the left of it? Is that a vehicle under that shed? Scroll over to the left. Yeah, is that a car right there?
I don't know what the fuck that is. It just looked like whiteness to me. That could be a car coming out the shed though.
It looked like a damn one of them old, like 57, 60 something damn, Chevy or some shit. But it's big. It looks larger than that. If that is a vehicle, it looks larger than that.
Yeah, because I'm just checking out this whole shadow underneath it that's showing, also how big it is. And yeah, that's like that was taking up a whole lane.
Oh yeah, man. It's a shadow. Yeah.
That's
so nice, it landed there.
Yeah.
So it already had landed. Okay, so it was already okay.
It
I
looks
got
like
you. Yeah, it is huge now, guys. It kind of looked like it's still like flying, you know what I'm saying, from how I'm looking at it. But I can see it your way as well, though. Shadows and shit.
Okay. From how I was looking at it, it looked like he was just hovering, over this one spot. And I was
okay.
And yeah, I'm just not putting the size of my man's. That's a big ass orb, bro. We're good.
Made out of fucking, can you imagine like full-fledged fucking extraterrestrial metal just coming at you? Like vibranium, some type of
we talked about the tall white aliens. Those are not the aliens you want to be around. Them are the ones that's going to eat us. The tall white ones, the Maitre, the reptilian, yeah, they eat us. So yeah, this little orb, this tall white orb right here, kiss my ass. Shoot that motherfucker. I did my homework.
You ain't shoot that shit down. That shit look like a giant ass fucking musket from 1788.
We need to learn how to. We don't need to rely on the government to do stuff. I would like to meet some smart friends, or I'm going to learn how to be really smart. I would like to get into laser science because it's time for us to start building our own little laser weapons. Like, we need to upgrade from bullets. We're not doing something right. And I always thought about that too. Like, why we don't never think about shit like that? Like, you got a whole water gun, learn how to have like a indestructible, diabolical tank on the water gun, and just like have chemicals in there. And then, like, instead of shooting somebody with bullets, now I'm shooting you with acid. You fucked up, I know you wish I would have had bullets now. Like, that's the kind of shit I think about. And that's why this whole Chinese balloon thing is not fitting with me, because I'm not a president. I'm not a military official. I'm not a lot of things presently. I probably was those things because of how my mind works. And to have things have to be broken down in layman's terms to me from those realms of things, there's no way you're going to convince me that I could come up with a better invasive thing than a fucking Chinese, surveillance balloon. Like, no, I'm not about to believe that. I didn't outsmart no Chinese people. That didn't happen. I'm not buying it. I don't know what it is though, but I'm not buying that one.
I know the U.S. better leave them Chinese alone and shit. They can create a whole fucking artificial sun, yo. They will burn our asses up over here.
We created a sun and a moon, and that's who y'all want to mess with.
And the moon too? Oh yeah, we're done.
That's why Trump spent all that energy, pillow talking with them on his cell phone and shit, like trying to stay friends. Like, we finna stay friends because y'all can have all y'all supplies. But it's like, I don't know
That's why
nobody.
the aliens come to get our asses, because they know our government is fucked up.
My man definitely was doing a lot of talking to China. And around that time, we ain't have no balloons on our lane. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Um, I really believe that man is going to win the next election. I feel like Biden, and that could have been the setup. The setup could have been to put Trump back into the White House, but I really feel like that's what's going to happen. And we'll see what happens next season. Next season on the White House, which alien is in the Oval Office? Let's find out.
My God. Oh my God, it's almost 4 years already?
Yeah. And you know what's wild? So, like, around election time, it's 2024, right? Yeah, that's divisible by 4. Yeah. So 2024 is also when Pluto enters Aquarius energy. Pluto has been in Capricorn energy since 2008. Pluto's the energy of transformation and death and rebirth. So when Pluto entered, Capricorn energy, which is authority, providing transformation and authority, revealing secrets and authoritative and stuff like that. That's when Obama came in office, and you had, all of Hollywood all up in the White House, and they really were showing it to your face. Look, we shake hands, we work together. The government and Hollywood work together, and we're not really a government. This is all private owned companies, private owned corporations, since we've been on y'all land. Because if y'all don't remember, when these motherfuckers was first coming over here, these conquistadors, they was reading documents off of, being self-proclaimed or proclaimed by, their God or whatever, but they were coming through here as corporations and companies. They were the British company and the English company and whatever company. They wasn't no fucking government. They self-proclaimed that shit. They're still companies though. And you're a product of that company until you tell yourself you're not, until you do the due diligence to live a life that you're not. Otherwise, you're a product of the company, and you're going to keep being treated as such. That's why it's cool for them to come into somebody's house and take your kids out, because we are their property. We're the property of these companies. We allowed ourselves to be those things. And in 2008, that's when they showed it to our face. Also, that was also like a grand awakening with a lot of, racial tension and stuff like that. They saying, like, around that time was supposed to be a whole bunch of different things happening. In 2012, the Mayan calendar ended. And then if you get into, I guess because their calendar was a little different than our calendar, they actually entered that shit in 2008, right? It wasn't 2012. It's just like
12.
Yeah, because the Gregorian calendar added a couple months to every year to make it the 365 and all that stuff like that. So the Mayan calendar is older than that. So their 12 is different than our 12. I think their 12 was a November. And we've been having transformation and authority ever since. Everything happening since this virus. More, information coming out on Hollywood and how they move. It's been going 18. So we be on our like 14th, 15th year of this energy now. So yeah, Pluto entering Aquarius around the time of the election, and then Pluto's going to enter Aquarius on March 23rd, 2023. So y'all be on the lookout on the news for that, because definitely some alien interaction is going to occur, quote unquote alien interaction. And then next year in 2024, it should be another election, which, I know I don't watch TV, so I'm probably not like a good person to talk about it, but I don't hear nothing about the fucking election that's supposed to be happening. I haven't heard anything.
Oh, I have some senators sending me shit to my emails already. Yeah.
2024, January 2024 is when they usually do like their anniversary of the different things the president did when he first came into the White House or whatever. But that's when Pluto will enter Aquarius, is in January. And then Pluto does its retrogrades and shit, and it'll be back in October. So yeah. Y'all be on the lookout for that energy because that's gonna cause like heavy transformations. It's gonna start coming out these motherfuckers as aliens and they've been eating us all the time. That's why they were so bent on throwing our babies in the sewer with the alligators. Those was the reptilians.
Right, feeding the fucking wrong. Oh my god. Yeah, like
Mhm.
who would come up with sick ass games and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Maybe they
Word.
say it was alligators, but they were really feeding them to the reptilians. The reptilian aliens, not the fucking crocodiles. Oh, why we never thought about the crocodiles being the aliens?
That's believable because I just got done watching Loud Loud Crocodile with my son, and the crocodile was singing. He sounded like Jason Derulo. Like it's not far fetched.
Oh,
No,
damn, not the crocodiles, the alligators. It's a difference.
I think
Damn.
crocodiles because crocodiles be smiling and they shed
Yeah,
tears
crocodiles smile.
when they eat. Like they got a little bit of a conscience there or whatever. You know, I think crocodiles is a little bit more vicious than alligators to me. Like when I'm sitting there, you know,
They got a
watching.
longer snout though, but they big as hell too. Could you mate a crocodile with an alligator and still produce a crocodigator?
I wonder if you could tell the difference. I'm pretty sure people that actually like be on crocodile and alligator farms and shit could tell because that's their buddies. I don't be around them enough to be able to tell.
Ain't no fucking difference, sis. Look at these bitches.
Yeah.
Crocodile smile. Alligator smile too. Shit. They always look like they smirking. Okay, so I guess the crocodile has the longer snout or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You ain't gonna be able to tell the difference when they come at you, though. I know they
No,
won't get
it's
them. I know I won't see them up close. Let me see. Okay, so they're saying
okay.
like, far
So
as like
crocodiles are more green and alligators are more black, and I could see that.
crocodiles are green and alligators are black. Well, that's gonna be able to tell you the difference. I know one thing. I know they'll eat my ass.
They should have had this on Deadliest Warrior. You ever watch Deadliest Warrior?
No, I never heard of it.
It's a really good show. I used to watch that on Netflix where they have the different warriors from different like clans or different periods of time fight against each other based upon like the weapons they had. But sometimes they would have animals go against each other too. And I would definitely watch a fight between a crocodile and an alligator. Okay, so the crocodile has a V-shaped mouth and only their top layer of their teeth be showing. Oh no. Yeah, on the
The
top
bottom
layer of
teeth
their
that
teeth.
show. Yeah, the alligator bottom teeth aren't showing. But shit, I see a few of these motherfuckers right here. No,
No,
the
the
hell they
alligator,
talking.
yeah, because the crocodile, they have both teeth, top and bottom showing. So their mouth looks a little scarier because they got
So
an
who's
under
more
and
prehistoric? Who's older than the other one?
oh, I don't know. I think they the same alien. But if I had to
Hold
put my
on,
money
you
on
got three of them.
that's
Since
crocodile.
we got three of them, we gotta fight. We gotta fight a caiman too.
I just seen that. What the fuck is that?
All their
He
babies
got
look
longer.
alike though.
He got bigger teeth. The Cayman has very big teeth. I think the Cayman is the oldest one because look at them teeth. Them joints look crazy. And they're just bigger and more far apart. They spread out.
I used to love hearing them on Discovery Channel. I used to watch the little babies have. They'd be like, ew, ew, ew,
Yeah.
call for their mama. But a creature that big and so vicious can just gently carry the little babies in her mouth, though.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't trust it. But that's all I got.
Just
My
all of it, like, ah.
information.
So where the hell do caimans live?
It's my first time ever seeing a motherfucking Cayman or even knowing about its existence.
Cayman Island.
Oh, duh, Nika.
It is so different, though.
There's different kinds of
Why?
alligators and stuff. They got dwarf caimans. They got smooth-fronted caimans, Yakari caimans, spectacle caimans, broad-snouted caimans, and black caimans. So yeah, there's like different tribes to this.
Oh my
Same thing
God.
with crocodiles and alligators. Like the alligators in China are a whole different breed. They're smaller,
Oh my gosh.
but they all come from
Okay.
dinosaurs. They are all dinosaurs.
Which dinosaurs are made up though? Because ain't no way.
Mm-mm-mm.
Ain't no way they knew what the fuck all dinosaurs look like. Putting their body and shit together, putting their bones and shit together now. Now you
I
just gave
think
me
they
bones.
put their bones. I mean, can't you? All the DNA is in the bones, ain't it? Can't you like take a piece of the bone tissue out and get all the genotypes and phenotypes? Is that where they're getting the skin and stuff from, or are they doing the NASA move?
They doing a NASA move, sis, because you know they tell you whatever colors they don't ever tell us like what color the dinosaurs were. They just give us like the same imagery like how like our reptiles look of today. So evidently dinosaurs, since reptiles evolved from them, they had to come from, you know, they had to look like them, right? In some way.
Oh,
Only thing I don't believe like a bird came from fucking reptiles, because a bird is very different. Like you got all the type of birds and shit, but I don't get dinosaur when I see bird.
I do. Them motherfuckers are dinosaurs. They the pterodactyls.
I mean, when they're first born, like little babies and shit, like you ever seen a baby bird like straight out there, like yeah, they look like motherfucking pterodactyls or pteranodons. But you know, once they get their feathers and shit, you know, they look very different.
I can agree with that. That's all the information I had on aliens. You know, let me know what else you got. Cause you know, Panora Starseed just started.
Yeah, she did just start, and I did share it or whatever. So that's basically what all we have. You know, that's we shared about, you know, the recent shit. You shared. Did you read the excerpt from my article? Thought I heard you read like one from BBC. That's it.
Read a couple of them from NBC and NPR News.
Did you read that? I thought I
Yeah.
heard you read it. Okay, yeah. So that was what I had. So yeah, we went over everything. We gotta catch Panora Starseed too.
Yay!
But you know,
All right,
this
so
is a
this
good episode.
episode is our last virtual episode of the season, and then we'll be taking a break before our series finale, y'all. Yay!
Hold up, we got one more. We got one more episode, don't we?
The first Saturday of February. The next episode, I'm very excited about. That one is going to be about symbolism.
Yeah. Okay. You had me thinking like, hold on, did we do that one already?
No, and we got a special guest coming on. Do the Knowledge will be on, and hopefully we can get a couple more people to come on and talk about symbols. But I'm very excited about that. And if y'all not doing nothing, I'll be on Do the Knowledge tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's dope. That's dope. You say you're gonna be on Doodle Knowledge tomorrow?
Yeah, 6.
Okay, cool. See, I ain't brave enough to be doing all these, being a guest feature. I'm trying to step out and do it more. You know what I'm saying? Because I be nervous when I go to other people's shows, honey. I'm like, it's not like being at home. You know, I gotta proper, you know, my etiquette. I gotta act like I got manners and home training when I step out of Virgo first and talk. But I did enjoy being on for Noah Starseed. Yeah, I enjoyed the free style. Was it Freestyle Friday? Free Flow Friday. Yeah, I enjoyed being on there. Yes. So we're gonna close out. I don't really have a jury message for today.
You don't have a message? My Jerry Springer message is within the next 24 hours, y'all better go on Eventbrite and purchase y'all tickets for our season finale. Come out. We'll be in Columbus, Georgia, in person. If you'd like to be on the panel, or if you want to be there in spirit, we have tickets there to be there in spirit, and I will show you how. So that's what I got, and I'm very excited to got it.
Oh, that's what you got. Oh, you came through with that? That was kind of cheating, sis. It's brilliant. Okay. So if you want to attend and be a vendor, they're present. Tickets will be about $111. Okay, very good deal, very good price. Promotions. And if you won't be there, you can be there in spirit. Same $7. Same $7 for you.
2011.
Yeah. But yeah, we're excited about the final episode of season 2, and we'll be making preparation for it. We'll be advertising for it. So we got a good 3 months to advertise for it.
Yeah, that's a nice amount of time, and that's a nice amount of time for y'all to get y'all coins up so y'all can come see us.
Basically, y'all can have $1 a day. Y'all have it.
You know what? You ain't said nothing. You're right. $1 a day, and y'all can have it. Messages of y'all payment plans. We'll do payment plans with y'all.
Heavy, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. Well, this episode, and like the rest of the episodes, were brought to you by Let's Nobody's collection. Okay.
And Body
also,
the essential.
So we just gonna flip it.
Yeah,
We're just gonna flip it. Okay. Yeah, so y'all make sure y'all check out our websites and check out Eventbrite in the next 24 hours, like Sunshine said. And look back at the replays. Okay.
Yay!
And don't forget to like and subscribe and share.
Peace,
That's
y'all.
all we got. Peace.